Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I've been saying this for some time, and that is a fact. And the fact is, Russia and China created a club to oppose the plantation of Al Capone. We all know who Al Capone is. Just look at the behaviors and see who fits the term or the name. So we have China and Russia, and not only other countries that were kicked in the teeth by Al Capone in the past, who are joining the other side, running away from being by Al Capone. So we have an emergency summit, a BRICS emergency summit. Now the BRICS organization is the foundation of the second club. Not the plantation, the second club. First club, second club. Even though Al Capone's club is not a club, it's a plantation. There is one boss and everybody else goes and sugar caning the fields. And we got Great Britain, which is a house servant. Still a servant, stays in the house. Sometimes he gets and so on, prepares the food, washes, but the other ones, the rest of the plantation members are over there cutting the sugar cane. All right, so this is the hierarchy in the plantation. The club is based on BRICS, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and other little organizations that merge together under the same umbrella, club. So if you are familiar with what happened in Argentina last night, Milei won the elections. That is supposedly a right-winger. Supposedly, that's the key word. And an economist, he wants to put the dollar and wants to take out the whatever peso, whatever they got over there. And he wants to be joining the plantation, not the club. Now, Argentina agreed to join BRICS next year. I think the formalities are going to be finalized next year, 2024. Under the previous leadership of Argentina, Milei said, no, I'm this guy's man. He claims he's independent and libertarian. He's not. Why? Because he said he's going to not talk to China and which was the other one? I covered it yesterday. But China is enough, and Brazil. So he said he's going to break relations with those guys. You're not a libertarian then. You're just a guy with an ideology. And your ideology dictates you that you will not talk to break relationship with China and Brazil. Now that's idiotic. That tells me on which side you are. Plantation, here you go. Free ticket. Now let's move on. Putin to take part in emergency BRICS summit. And they say the emergency BRICS summit is because of Israel-Palestine conflict, or not because of Argentina. I think could be both, but I think Argentina's situation requires the summit. Now, BRICS is an economic organization. It's an economic. So why would you convene a summit, emergency summit of something economic regarding Israel? Israel's economy, Israel global importance as an economy, not even in the BRICS. Palestine in the world's economy, nothing. Why would you convene? I think it's Argentina, not Israel-Palestine. And if it's Israel-Palestine, what's even worse is not the economy, what's going on over there, is the war. BRICS is not a military alliance. So why do they have this emergency? They come out and say it clear. This is our alliance. We are the allies. Al Capone is the axis of goodness. So let's read what these guys have to say today on November 20th, 2023. Putin to take part in emergency BRICS summit, Kremlin says. The meeting will be dedicated to the ongoing escalation of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Moscow has said, this is an economic for emerging economies. That's what BRICS is. What's the conflict has to do with that? What happens on the world global scale, the Israeli-Palestinian fight? In any economy is going to be destroyed? What is going to be a catastrophe, economic catastrophe, calamity? No, So why do you convene it? I think it's Argentina. And not only. Russia's President Vladimir Putin will join an emergency video conference with other BRICS leaders on Tuesday to discuss the ongoing escalation between Israel and the Palestinian Hamas militant group, the Kremlin said in a statement on Monday. Not related. It's like you go to the police station to be treated for cancer. You go to the hospital, man. Anyway, the presidential administration provided no further details about the upcoming event. I tell you, is Argentina. Earlier on Monday, the office of the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said that he will chair an extraordinary joint meeting on the situation in Gaza. South Africa currently chairs the BRICS group, which also includes Russia, China, Brazil, and India. In addition to the regular members, the leaders of Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and United Arab Emirates were invited to join the event as well. All the participants will comment on the current humanitarian crisis in Gaza, the presidential office statement said, adding that the leaders are then expected to adopt a joint statement on the issue. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres will join the meeting as well, according to the statement. So Guterres now can't do anything but join these guys, and sometimes the plantation, discuss with them, and then go back to the club, and then plantation, and then club. That's the way we're going to operate. And we're going to have the third party would be unaligned countries, like always. But those unaligned countries usually are either strong enough to maintain their independence, or they have no economic or military and strategic position. If they have that, they have to join a club, because they can't be like that. They have to. They will push into it. Israel has been conducting a major military... Oh, we got to go again to the name thing. You got to memorize this, because each and every time, almost 99% of the... I read the articles regarding what's going on over there, they have to tell you the exact number here, so you know exactly what's going on. So you got this memorized. And they will use this for years to come, like other number. West Jerusalem retaliated with a massive pop-up. Okay, now we gotta memorize this one, but it's gonna be growing, so hold on. Russia has repeatedly called for the speed ceasefire. All right. Will it be a humanitarian action coming from the BRICS? Even if it would be, I think that's just something that should be done by the United Nations, not by BRICS. But if BRICS wants to come over, right over, that's fine. You know why? Because it's about banking interests. How do you think the humanitarian aid is dispersed? Through banks. Through banks. And the banks are going to give loans, are going to, all kind of little things. BRICS challenges the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, owned by and defended by our military and the industrial military complex. Okay? So BRICS has its own bank, like the Arabs and Ceausescu won it in 1988, if you remember that one. And Ceausescu just suddenly... And the same thing, Gaddafi won it with Saddam. And they all went to see whomever they think they're going to meet over there. So we'll see what's going on with the BRICS Bank. Now, I don't like whatsoever who's in charge of who is the director, let's put it, the chief of the BRICS Bank. That's a Brazilian official, which I think she was indicted and charged and convicted for some hanky-panky with finances. So you don't want the fox in charge of the chicken coop. But maybe she knows the best what she's supposed to do. So yeah, put the experts. Like sometimes you, FBI, not only FBI, but the police will hire or we interview. They have their own, how do you call those, experts regarding certain kind of crime, but people that were involved in that particular crime. So they learn from the mentality and techniques applied by the guys involved. So maybe that's why these guys hired Miss, I can't remember her, the Brazilian woman, as chief of a banking system after she was indicted, convicted, and I think, I can't remember if she did jail time or not, but nevertheless, you hire the person who knows all the beep, 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 beep. Anyway, friends, here it is. BRICS, the new club, clearly over there. And I think it's about Argentina mostly, not about Israel and trying to lend some money to the emergency companies through their bank. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.